Good morning. It's November the 22nd, 2017, the day before Thanksgiving. And today's the day that we expect the stock market to rally. It's rallied 34 of the last 35 years. 1968 was the only year it hasn't rallied. So things are looking up for equities, and we'll see if that actually happens. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Equities are up around the globe. That will tend to, if that continues today. I don't think equities can explode to the upside, but they are pointed higher. It'll probably limit the rally potential for treasuries. There was an article out yesterday talking about why the treasury spreads are collapsing, and they say pension funds are buying the 30-year right now for their pension fund strips because they're allowed to deduct the cost of those for the pension plans, and at a 35% tax rate. If it goes down to 20, that helps them in a couple of ways. Interest rates are supposedly headed lower, and they get a bigger write-off. So that is a plausible explanation. Resistance is at 24 to 28 as we start out. And support really is at 16 to 20. Pretty tight range, and that might be what we see today. We have news that that normally would move the market. Durable orders up 0.4. Ex-transportation plus 0.5. Core capital goods plus 0.5. Jobless claims 240. No one will pay any attention to that. Consumer sentiment 98.1. Some people say that's a surrogate for the stock market. Crude's supposed to draw 1.4 million barrels last night. APIs drew 6.4 million barrels. Natural gas minus 51B, CF, and FOMC minutes. So ex-transportation, consumer sentiment, FOMC, direction of Emini. We had our first sell, 23.27. 31 to 03 for sell 2. On the buy side, 13 to 17. We are dealing with Bs across the board. Potential mom move out of the middle right here. Buy 1, 5 to 9, buy 2. Again, I don't see the bottom falling out of the market. And we'll put a question mark at 20. Now, one of the things that might impact the trading today, the stock market has rallied, and we did make it to 2,600 yesterday. How much is left before, the Thanksgiving holiday has completed itself? And we'll see what happens. So we'll put a question mark at 20. Hope to buy 13s to 17s, followed by 5s to 9s. Cold here. I got down to 20 last night. Went walking yesterday afternoon. I wish I had more on. Okay, number 1, 28 to the buck. 3 to 7, sell 1. 11 to 15, sell 2. On the support side, 16 to 20. 9 to 13, buy 1. 1 to 5, buy 2. Thanksgiving is really a unique American tradition. Um, we have a national holiday set there to express our gratitude and thanksgiving. I don't think any other country in the world does that. Um, Recognizing the bounty that surrounds us, the good in our lives, and if you keep it in that kind of perspective, that plus getting together with good friends and company, it's can be quite a deal. Okay, we've got resistance here like at 86. We've got this spill from 88. We've got this spill from 90. So 85 to 90 is where resistance is right now. It's a P. It's trying to trade higher. So we'll make 85, 87 sell 1. 89, 91 sell 2. Right now the market is priced in an interest rate increase of at 90% in December, and some people are forecasting the fourth interest rate bump as opposed to 3 in 2018. So the market is playing for another point to a point and a quarter increase in yields on the short end, and long term that hurts gold without political disruption. Pretty good support down here in the 75, 77 area where this high volume number is, and you can just see that we've got a buyer against 75. We're at 84.50. Everything is pointed up, so we'll go 80, 82 for buy 1 and 75, 77 for buy 2. Dollar got whacked last night. Euro was up. Yen was up. Reached a peak up here. I think our second sell was 90 to the buck. So we got to our second sell zone. So pretty good selling against the buck. We're at 57 right now. Last rotate up stopped at 76. So 70, now right here, we'll make it 70 to 80. Sell 1. 118 even, sell 2. Limit sell here at 68. Picking up those two numbers would be a structural sell. On the buy side, you can already see how that high volume number, most recent in the market's memory, has played. So stops below 50, 40 to 50 buy 1, and 25 buy 2. Crude oil exploded up. Another draw in inventories in the United States in last night's APIs, supposedly behind all the buying. Economy is starting to grow worldwide. Stores are lower. Storage is lower above ground in the United States. Buy crude. I think that most people are playing for solid economic growth next year, which will increase demand and may soak up the surplus. Funny how demand is always met. May not like the price, but demand is always met. So that's where we find ourselves. We're at 83 right now. We got a seller at the buck. Imagine they'll still be there, so we'll make 25 to 50 buy 1, and 56.75, 57 buy 2. Right now, may have to pay 70s 65.70 to get in. Put a question mark right here at 65. But I think the first test is going to be 58. If it holds, we can get short and see if we can come back down and bust 57.60, 57.50. Only weak point last night's APIs is that we had a small million barrel build in gasoline. Distillates drew and crude drew. Okay, the Emini. We did rally yesterday. We did get above 2,600. You rolled from 2,600 calls to 2,625 calls last night. Remember, the last option play on this rally since November the 9th of 2016 is going to be a loser. No way to get around that. But we've had a hell of a ride. Market still looks higher. Trump gets his tax bill passed. It can go higher yet. I think Goldman or some big house late last night said stocks to rally through 2020. First resistance 2,600. I think it's coming out. 4 to 6. Sell 1. 9 to 11. Sell 2. I think it'll be another slow grind. We'll put a question mark right here at 2,600. Got to take that out. It has to hold as support to stay with the length. They make us pay up early to get in. 95 to 97 buy 1. 90 to 92 buy 2. Durable orders, ex-transportation up 0.5%. Consumer sentiment, 98.1. Both these numbers could come in higher than forecast. FOMC minutes. That's not out till 1 Central, 2 Eastern. So here's the focus early this morning. And those numbers, if as forecast, are positive for equities. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and published. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.